Once upon a time, near the northern frontier of ancient China, there lived an old man whose heart was as quiet as the mountains around him. People in the village often said he was unusual, not because he was wealthy or powerful, but because nothing ever seemed to disturb his peace. Yet one morning, something happened. Something that would shake the entire village and reveal a lesson they would remember for generations. The old man's home stood beside a small wooden stable, facing long stretches of wild grassland. Every dawn, mist drifted across the fields like floating silk. Lanterns glowed softly in the early breeze, and in the distance, mountains rose like shadows carved from clouds. The old man owned no treasure, no farm, no servants, but he did have one companion, a beautiful white horse. People said the horse was a gift from heaven. Its coat shone like fresh snow under the sun. Its eyes were calm and deep, like the old man's own. Wealthy merchants often came to him, offering piles of gold. But the old man always smiled and replied, "Some things are not meant to be sold." To him, the horse was not property. It was family. The villagers admired the old man's calmness, but they also found him strange. How can he live without worry? They asked. How can he refuse so much money? How can he stay happy with so little? But the old man never argued. He simply lived quietly, breathing with the wind, caring for his horse, and watching the sun rise and fall in its endless rhythm. His peace was his wealth. Then one morning, everything changed. The stable door was open, the rope hung loose, and the white horse was gone. Just gone. The villagers rushed over the moment they heard the news. "Your horse has run away," they cried. "This is terrible. What bad luck. You should have sold it when you had the chance." But the old man looked at the empty rope, then at the fading hoof prints in the dirt, and said, "Maybe this is bad. Maybe it is not. Who can say?" The villagers shook their heads. They thought he was pretending to be strong, pretending not to care. But inside, the old man's heart remained still. 3 days passed. On the 4th morning, a thunder of hooves rolled across the grasslands. The villagers looked up, astonished, as the white horse came galloping back, and behind it, 3 wild stallions followed, fierce and powerful. The horses ran straight into the old man's stable, as if guided by fate itself. The villagers were stunned. "You are blessed," they shouted. "This is unbelievable. You lost 1 horse and gained 4. But the old man simply replied, "Maybe this is good. Maybe it is not." Once again, they didn't understand. Why couldn't he just accept good fortune? Now, the old man had a strong, hard-working son. Excited by the new stallions, the boy began to train them, but these horses were wild, untamed, unpredictable. One afternoon, as the sun dipped low, a stallion reared violently. The boy lost his balance and fell. A sharp crack cut through the air. His leg was broken. The villagers rushed over again. "This is terrible. What bad luck. You never should have taken in the wild horses." But the old man knelt beside his son, wrapped his leg gently in warm cloth, and whispered, "Maybe this is bad. Maybe it is not." The villagers were frustrated now. How could he stay calm when his only child was injured? They walked away, shaking their heads, convinced the old man had lost his mind. A few weeks passed. Then, dark news swept through the kingdom. War had erupted along the northern border as soldiers marched into every village, taking all the strong young men to fight. Families wept. Mothers held on to their sons. Fathers begged the officers for mercy, but the army took them all. All except one. The old man's son remained behind because his broken leg made him unfit for battle. The villagers watched their own sons disappear toward the front lines, and for the first time, they understood. They came to the old man and said, "You were right. Your misfortune was a blessing." The old man looked toward the quiet mountains and answered, "Life moves like the wind. What seems bad may become good. What seems good may become bad. We see only one moment, but the universe sees the whole path." In life, nothing is entirely good or bad on its own. Everything changes, everything transforms. Sometimes we celebrate too quickly, sometimes we despair too easily. But life has a way of revealing meaning only with time. What feels like a loss today may protect you tomorrow. What feels like a blessing now may carry challenges you cannot yet see. Like the old man, we learn peace not by controlling life, but by trusting its ever-changing rhythm. We don't need all the answers now. We don't need to label every moment as good or bad. We simply need to walk our path with patience, clarity, and an open heart. And in time, everything will make sense.